Was Laura the lawyer destined to sort mail? Now, don't get me wrong, sorting mail is a very important job, and one that can be lots of fun, from what I've been told. But it is a job that didn't hold much meaning for me, didn't make me feel like I was fulfilling my life purpose, like I was living up to my full potential. And the question made me wonder, had I sacrificed my career, my chances for success, by following my husband? Now, at the time, it certainly felt like it, and I was sad and angry and resentful. And these feelings are not unique to me or to the expat population or to anyone who considers himself a trailing spouse or an accompanying partner. It can also be the parent who chooses to stay home and raise children, or the child who, once grown, returns home to take care of an aging parent. Here in Hanoi, it can be the educated woman who, when she decides to get married, leaves her family to join her husband's. It's anyone, anywhere, who chooses to change their life course for the sake of, for the love of, another. And of course, we love our spouse, we love our kids, we love our parents, and we would do anything for them. And that's why we make those choices. It's to be with them, to support them. But when we do that, we sometimes also can't help but wonder, well, is this what I was meant to do? Now, was I meant to sort mail? No, I didn't end up working in the mailroom, and yes, I did find a job everywhere we lived. Tunisia, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Syria, Israel, and Vietnam. And in every place, I have held some really interesting jobs. But I thought all of them were a big fat nothing, because I wasn't moving forward as Laura the lawyer. And I was miserable. Until I got to Hanoi. And with my first few weeks of arriving here, I was invited out to a lunch with a few new friends. And as it does in any getting to know you conversation, the question of work came up. So Laura, what do you do? Oh, I hated that question because I never knew how to answer, right? Well, I was a lawyer, but then we moved, and then we moved again, and I had this job, and then I had this other job, and I don't know. Poor me, I don't know what I do. I'm not really sure. And so this woman looked at me, and she said, well, if you could do anything, what would it be? Wow, if I could do anything. Now that's a question that I hadn't been asked since I was a child. And it blew my mind. I mean, it had me stunned. It rendered me temporarily speechless. And when I thought about it, I thought, I could do anything. I didn't have to stay on the track of being Laura the lawyer. I could be and do something different. And when I thought about it, I started realizing that all the things that I had done along the way, all the titles had been very different, but I had been doing the same things all the time. I suddenly saw that each of those pieces were fitting together, and it felt fantastic. True, I had not accomplished the same things that my law school classmates had accomplished, but I had done a lot. I had lived all over the world, and in every place I had found a way to move forward, to grow. I may not have succeeded at moving forward as Laura the lawyer, but wow, did I do well at being Laura the motivator, Laura the advocate, Laura the writer, Laura the persuasive speaker. And looking back and looking forward, if I could do anything, well, I think I would like to help other people gain this amazingly empowering perspective that I had just been gifted. And so here I am. And it took me 16 years and jobs in 7 countries to get here and to realize that I had found success in every place. So please, let me save you some time in your journey. There are 3 key steps that you can take to find success anywhere you are. Step 1, be open to and ready for change. In 1989, Charles Handy wrote a book called The Age of Unreason, and in it, he predicted that careers would be a portfolio of different jobs rather than one position that lasted for decades. Guess what? He was right. In 2007, the New York Times recognized that when it comes to careers, change is the only constant. If jumping off track once was stigmatized, it now has cachet. Career change has cachet. At that time, they predicted that people would change jobs an average of 3 times. But by 2010, the number had jumped to 7. By 2015, the number had jumped to 10.